back, everybody, to spring quarter. I hope you guys had a good and safe spring break, and hopefully relaxing spring break. Hopefully your grades turned out good and that we can finish this academic year strong. Hopefully this is also the last quarter that we'll have that is mostly virtual. We'll be able to return back in person to a certain extent, hopefully in the fall. So definitely finish up strong. Hopefully you guys are all doing really well there as well. I'm super excited to have you guys back for our spring quarter networking social. So that's how we're going to kick off this quarter. Today's going to be pretty casual. We're going to have some games and some fun things that we're going to do, and hope your classes are also going well in week one. So before I kind of continue, we have, I guess, an announcement. So as you guys know, I'm Christina. I have been the president of BSBA since, I guess, I created it like 2 years ago now, which is crazy to think about. And even being in grad school now, I am finishing up this last quarter and I'm officially done with UCLA. I'll be done with UCLA track and field as well. So I'm really excited for like this new chapter in my life. But with that being said, too, I am transitioning out of being the president. At BSBA, we do a spring to spring transition so that, it runs really smoothly in the next academic year. So I'll still be around. Like I will still be acting kind of more of as like an advisor, but I will be passing the baton to our new president, which is Colin Flintoff. So everyone, a round of applause for Colin. I am super excited to not only announce that Colin has kind of been with me throughout this entire journey. Since he came in as a freshman, he's been very involved in BSBA and helping develop BSBA. So I'm super, super excited and more than confident in him stepping into my role. Like I said, I'll still be around and I'll still be at all the meetings, be here as a resource for everybody as well. But more than happy to pass that baton and roll over to Colin. So without further ado, Colin will be leading a lot of our meetings this quarter, and will be in the new president's role. So welcome, Colin, into that president's role.
Thank you, Christina. I really appreciate all those kind words. And yeah, guys, I'm very excited to get to be leading this club moving forward as we do our spring to spring transition. Christina has done a fantastic job over these last couple of years. So she's definitely left some big shoes to fill, that's for sure. But I look forward to continuing the growth and development of our club to hopefully make her proud and deliver the best possible product, networking information, and knowledge to you guys. So yeah, that's about all I got to say. Without further ado, let's get into our social. All righty. So thank you for that, Christina. I appreciate it. All right. So before we get into it, guys, I think we all know this goes without saying. We got to give a huge congratulations to our UCLA men's basketball team for making the Final Four by defeating the #1 seed Michigan Wolverines 51-49 in the Elite Eight. So that was quite the insane game we had yesterday. And actually here at BSBA, we do have a member of the UCLA basketball team himself, manager Drew Arguelles. And so without further ado, Drew, we want to hear what's life like in Indianapolis right now and tell us what's going on. How was last night?
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy experience. Right outside my window, there's the giant bracket, and it's crazy to see UCLA is up there in the Final Four. But yeah, I'm living in the bubble right now, currently in my hotel room. There's not much to do day to day, but once it comes to game time, it's obviously the best time. And we've been playing super well, and we had some huge games against first off Michigan State. That was huge. That halftime that halftime speech kind of shifted our team, and I can't really share what was said in that halftime speech, but it kind of shifted gears, and we've been playing insane since. So that was awesome. And then BYU, Abilene Christian, Alabama, and now Michigan, all crazy games, and it's all been an experience I'll never forget. Yeah, storming the courts and being out there with the team, and yeah.
Absolutely. Well, hey man, we really appreciate it. You guys have been absolutely crushing it. And like you said, I don't know what was said at that halftime speech, but Lord knows, man, that thing's been working. So keep doing whatever you guys are doing. We can't wait to watch you guys beat Gonzaga and show those Trojans how to actually play basketball, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All righty. Well, that all sounds good. Thanks for that, Drew. We appreciate it. All righty, guys. So for today on our agenda, we're going to do some trivia. All right. We're going to have a little Kahoot. And then after that, we're going to get into a couple of breakout rooms where we got a list of icebreaker questions so you can get to know each other better on a member to member level and actually try and build and develop the network a bit more. Okay. So right now, without further ado, we will get into our Kahoot. All right. So let's see who's got the most knowledge. We got some various different categories we'll be going through right here and now. General questions, UCLA questions, and general sports questions. So excited to see who wins this and takes it home. 12 natties. All right. Didn't quite stick to the first name thing, but I like it. It's good energy. Mick Cronin 2024. There we go. All righty. Week 1 social Kahoot. Let's see who's got game. All right. So how much is Trevor Bauer's contract worth with the LA Dodgers? And Trevor Bauer, by the way, guys, he's a UCLA alum. So Bruins are out there getting paid, it looks like. Wow. 430 million. That looks like a lot.
Not to Patrick Mahomes.
True. All right. So yeah, he's got 102 million. Pretty good money right there. All right. Surprisingly, I thought more people would have known that, but I guess baseball not always as closely followed. All right, Anthony in the lead. All right, how many rings did Michael Jordan win with the Chicago Bulls? If you guys have seen The Last Dance, you should be answering this right away. Or if you've just ever watched basketball. And we have had plenty of debates about this in the past. Okay, well, there we go. A lot of people got it right. That's good. That always comes up in our Jordan LeBron debates. So Jordan outclasses LeBron in that category. All right, guys. Who was the first player to win consecutive NBA MVP awards since Jordan did it back in 91 and 92? Not going to lie, I did a test run of this earlier, guys, and this was one that was pretty difficult. I honestly didn't know. Yep, and the answers reflected that. Tim Duncan. That's one that was a little more obscure. I did not know that when I tried this. All righty. Question number 4. Which legendary player has won the NFL's most valuable player award more than any of his peers? Is it Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Favre, or Drew Brees? And we will definitely miss Drew Brees. So unfortunately, he had to hang up those cleats after this last year, but it is what it is. Wow. Hey, I'm a Tom Brady fanboy, so I appreciate the people who put that. But the answer was Peyton Manning. All right, whoever 12 natties is, you're crushing it. All right, on September 3rd, 2017, what deficit did UCLA have to make up to beat Texas A&M in the greatest comeback in school history? Which, by the way, our second greatest one was against Washington State 2 years later, which was last fall, not 2020, but 2019. So our school, man, we're pretty good at comebacks. That's all I got to say. 34. Yeah, so try and beat that. All righty, Paul and Anthony. There you go. All right, what prank did the Bruins pull off the week before the UCLA-USC game in 1993? Did we give them food poisoning? Or did our Theta Chi fraternity write "Go UCLA" on the Hollywood sign? There's only 2 options here, so hopefully you have a better chance of getting it right. There you go. Good job, guys. Maybe we can do that again sometime soon. All right, what location on campus is known as the birthplace of the internet? Is it Bolter Hall 3420 or is it somewhere in Kaplan Hall? Again, only 2 options. So, wow, everyone got that right. Very impressive, guys. I did not know that when I took this. Anthony, Paul, Jada, Mick Cronin, 2024. Wow. There you go, John. All right, on January 20th, 1968, Houston Cougars ended the Bruins' winning streak of how many games in the game of the century? Houston is one of our fellow Final Four colleagues, as we can call it. And so hopefully we'll be meeting them in the championship. 47. Wow. Maybe with Coach Cronin, we can get back up there sometime soon. All right, in Coach Wooden's final game on March 29th, 1975, what team did UCLA beat to win their 10th national title? Was it the Duke Blue Devils, Arizona Wildcats, UNC Tar Heels, or Kentucky Wildcats? There's our legendary coach right there. And as you guys know, or hopefully should know, Pauley Pavilion is also known as the place. It's the house that Wooden built, as they like to call it. Wow. Kentucky Wildcats, whoever got that right, good job. It's a UNC Tar Heel. That's a good option as well. Got Anthony staying strong in the lead here. All right, number 10. Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita? Super random, not even related to sports. What do you guys think? I feel like personally I'm leaning a little more towards the United States, just knowing how everyone eats here. But I don't know.
We have a lot of people though. Makes
True.
it hard per capita.
Wow, Switzerland. They love their chocolate.
Yeah.
There you go. Anthony, man, you know a lot. I'm pleasantly surprised.
I totally guessed on like 3 of them.
There you go. All right, what is the world's biggest island? Be careful, guys. This may or may not be a trick question. I don't know. Madagascar, Australia, Greenland, or Hawaii? All right, it's Greenland. So Australia, guys, is technically a continent. Hate to break it to you.
But it's an island. Come on.
Hey, you and me both, pal. I think it's an island as well, but we looked it up. Technically doesn't count. All right, what is the tallest building in the world, guys? Is it the Empire State Building, Shanghai Tower, Taipei 101, or the Burj Khalifa? It's a good looking skyline right there. Burj Khalifa, there you go. A lot of people knew that. All right, Anthony and Jada, looks like they're clawing for the number 1 spot. All right, which country is the world's largest producer of coffee beans? Is it Colombia, India, Vietnam, or Brazil? There you go, Brazil. All right, I did not know that. That's cool. Dang, man. Anthony and Jada, they're starting to stretch that lead. All right. What was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Was it Madonna, Aretha Franklin, Tina Turner, or Cher? I like that. I like that sign. Long live rock, man. Aretha Franklin. There you go. Legend. Oh, Jada is overtaking the lead. Answer streak of 6. On fire. All right. When was the last time the Beat SC rally had to cancel the bonfire due to reasons unrelated to fire danger? Because I don't know if you guys know, past couple of years, unfortunately, they had to cancel that fire just because there were so many fires going on in like the LA, Ventura County area that it didn't make sense to light a big fire in the midst of other fires. Wow. That's impressive, guys. November 2014. That was back when Brett Hundley was still our quarterback. That's good stuff. All right, let's see who our winners are. 3rd place. Congratulations, Paul. That's a good job. And Jada, number 2. Okay. Number 1, I think I know who it is. Anthony. Right on, man. Congratulations, Anthony. That's good stuff, man. Very, very knowledgeable fella. Anthony's one of my teammates in football. Dude knows a lot. That's impressive. All right. So moving on, we're going to get into some icebreakers. All right, you guys, I am about to get us sharing screen again, and we will get back into it. I hope everyone enjoyed their breakout rooms and had some interesting conversation. I know we sure did in my room. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so right now we're going to talk a little bit about our spring 2021 virtual case competition coming up. So for this one, I'm going to hand it off to our project manager, Emily Hong. And Emily, take it away.
Thanks, Colin. Okay, yeah, just to reiterate, we mentioned this last quarter, but we have a new virtual case competition that I've been working on the past 2-3 months, and would just love for everyone to sign up, and it just is a good opportunity. So just to summarize, the scenario is that you're the general manager of the LA Rams, who made headlines in late January when your team traded former quarterback Jared Goff for former Lions quarterback Matt Stafford. And to get Stafford, you've given away multiple draft picks for the next few years. And the trade signified a major change in the franchise and sparked much debate among analysts, football personalities, and fans. And it also resulted in financial implications regarding the Rams' salary cap. So your tasks are, first, to explain why it was a good decision to trade Jared Goff, and second, regardless of your personal opinion, propose an alternative trade that would have been better than the ones that the Rams made. So some key dates to look out for is the deadline to register is Tuesday of week 3. Materials will be sent out a few days after, and submissions are due Tuesday of week 8. And then you'll have your presentation with the members in your group on Friday of week 8. And then there is like a prize for the winner and the runner-up. So yeah, I just encourage everyone to sign up. It's just a good opportunity. It's not anything hard. It's a little mini one. So yeah, I would appreciate it if you guys, sign up. Check it out.
Thank you for that, Emily. We appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I would highly recommend signing up for this stuff. It's just a lot of fun. As you can see, one of the beautiful things about being a part of like a sports business association is you get to work on actually, like, in my opinion, at least, pretty interesting stuff. And this is certainly one of those things, the LA Rams, it's a local team, NFL, great quarterbacks, all that. You get to pretend you're GM. And guess what? While you're at it, you have the chance to win some money. So all in all, it's win-win all around. You get a month to work on it. And it's just great experience. And for people looking for internships, stuff like that, as we're all trying to do and find work or whatever, doing a competition like this, even if you don't win, guys, it can look really good on the resume to say you've participated in it. Or if you're ever in an interview for a job, and let me tell you, we have had like interview workshops and all that. But just to reiterate, guys, almost any interview you do for a job, I've had this question asked to me so many times. They always want you to describe some recent project you've done. And this is a perfect example of some extracurricular project. A lot of times these people at these companies who are interviewing you, they love to hear about stuff that's extracurricular, meaning like you're doing projects outside of just your school projects. And so this is a great opportunity to do one. All right. And while thinking about that and kind of...
I have a quick question on the last slide.
Sure.
Do we know who the judges are?
Yeah, that's something internally. Don't worry about that for right now.
All right.
All right, guys. So, and speaking about kind of resume stuff, we do have some opportunities here at BSBA in thinking about our spring to spring transition. Okay, so we're gonna have some open positions on our executive board. These include strategic marketing manager, social media coordinator, video editor, the person who gets to chop up these recordings when we're in person, those recordings as well. Also, we have some great journalists who write for us in our newsletters and some articles on our website, which, by the way, very interesting and informative. I highly go check it out. Nico Edgar, Owen Pallenberg, Paul Diamantopoulos, they've put out some really good work, guys. And you can find that all on our website. So it's a great opportunity. Again, that stuff you can talk about in interviews. And then we're also looking for a couple event coordinators, all right, to help put on great events like these. So for more information on that, please apply on our website, uclabsba.com. Okay, so we have a BSBA fundraiser coming up. And for this, I'm going to hand it off to our treasurer and director of alumni relations, Johnny Dalsey.
Thank you. Yep, so as Colin said, I'm our treasurer, which means I am the person in charge of doing some fundraising to make sure that when we come back in person, we can have, the cool snacks, we can have more fun giveaways, prizes for our trivia nights, things like that. But in order to do that, our club does need funding, which is why we're doing this virtual fundraiser. So in the chat after this meeting is over, I will be dropping these little Instagram templates into the GroupMe so that you guys can share them on your story. And they have options for people to donate. You can either have them Venmo you, and then you can Venmo us the whole lump sum, or you can just have it Venmo directly to Brew and SBA, whatever you prefer, if you don't have Venmo or anything like that. We would highly appreciate anybody that decides to put that on your story. You are directly benefiting the club. You are allowing us to have bigger and better events in the future. And this is all money that's going to be put back into making this club experience more enjoyable for you. So we will send those out after this meeting. Please post them and share. We also have our t-shirts, which is another way that you can support the club, is by buying a shirt and repping our merch on campus. We'll have that order link in the chat for you, but the shirts are super cool. Our board all has them. We have a couple of people that won them in our competitions as prizes, and now you can rep them as well. And you're supporting the club. And like I said before, letting us have much cooler and more fun events and prizes.
Thank you for that, Johnny. And guys, just a little sneak peek. Now that we are doing Jordan and Nike all that, we think for our next round of t-shirts, we're going to try and maybe get a little Jordan action going. So we'll keep you posted on that. But in the meantime, these shirts are awesome, guys. I have one. It looks great. Highly recommend getting it. And honestly, $15, I think that's pretty reasonable. So yeah, make sure to hit that up. All right. So in looking at next week's meeting, all right, what is our next play? We will be having our next meeting Wednesday, April 7th at 6 p.m., where we will be hosting Pam Shriver. All right. We are very excited for this. She is a current tennis broadcaster for ESPN and tennis pundit for BBC. All right. She's also a former professional tennis player who won 133 titles. Like, oh my gosh, that's insane. And this includes 21 women's singles titles, 111 women's doubles titles, and 1 mixed doubles title. She also has 21 Grand Slam titles in women's doubles. Okay. Beyond some of that, she's also a former president of the Women's Tennis Association and is also a former president of the USTA Foundation and is still actively on their board of directors. She's also done a lot of philanthropic volunteer type work and that she's helped with a lot of funding for the nonprofit and academy she founded known as First Break Academy, which is located right here in Carson, California. And as you can see in some of these pictures, she's doing a lot of cool things. And Jada, I know you're on the call. You're a tennis player. Is that Serena or Venus Williams right there?
That is Venus.
So she gets to interview some pretty cool people, and we look forward to learning some more about that stuff. Thank you, Jada. All right. Okay, so real quick before we leave, quick reminder of our attendance policy. We do have a point system here at BSBA, which matters for prizes, various little club standing type things. When we do have field trips in person, these matter, and these points just don't disappear, so it all racks up. You're kind of building a resume for yourself within the club, at least internally, by making sure to come to all meetings. So you get 2 points for attendance. Every repost you do on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, helping encourage the growth of our club, that's worth a point. Also, we highly encourage meeting with board members outside of this, like whether it be just casual networking, maybe more formal informational interviews, you name it. We all want to help you guys out. And you also help us out when we meet with you because you help give us feedback on how to become a better club. So it's a very mutually beneficial relationship to develop on a professional level, whether it be formal, informal, whatever. And then also, if you ever want to help with some outreach in terms of maybe getting a speaker, setting up a field trip, whatever, that is worth 10 points because that is big time. We do have a relatively full calendar already for this quarter, but we can start looking towards things for maybe the summer or the fall. So yeah, definitely keep this stuff in mind, guys, moving forward. And overall, just want to say a huge thank you for attending today. Make sure to follow our socials to stay up to date for future events. All right. And yeah, make sure to go hit up those socials, UCLA, BSBA. If anyone wants to hang around, ask a couple quick questions, we can hang out for a couple minutes. But other than that, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your night, and let's go have a great spring quarter.